Air Force Falcons win over Adams State with a final score of 74-66. But this was a really exciting game, and I think shout out to Adams State for really hanging around. They're very well coached, and they have a lot of heart, and they showed it tonight.
Yeah, Adams State was really impressed with the energy and the effort that the Grizzlies brought in here tonight. Certainly a really good test for the Air Force Falcons. Played in a certain style of play that the Falcons had not seen yet so far this season, but even ended up winning that second quarter, outscoring the Falcons 16-13. Really tested this young Air Force team who was down 2 starters, but have to give credit to the Falcons and their balanced scoring attack. You had Madison Smith finish with 12 points, Dasha McMillan finished with 11, Milani Perry finished with 11, and Camry Heath has continued her hot start of the season, led all scorers with 22 points. Let's take a look at some of these other stats that were key into this game. You know, biggest aspect, and I think the story of the game, was the turnover numbers. Air Force did a phenomenal job forcing the Grizzlies into 26 turnovers. 35 of their 74 points came off their ability to convert. You take a look at those rebounding numbers. Great job by the Grizzlies doing a number on the glass. You know, I felt like, you know, they could capitalize a little bit more and get a few more second chance points. They just finished with 12. A little bit shocking, Falcons could not connect on a 3-point this season, or on this game. They finished 0 of 8 from the field. But again, we talked about that balanced veteran attack. It played out well here for the Falcons. And let me tell you what, right before the game, we had quite the record-setting moment. I want to talk about head coach Chris Gobrecht, who netted her 600th career win. Chris Gobrecht has been in the game for 43 years, an absolute legend, has done a phenomenal job of turning around this Air Force program. I mean, that woman right there is one of the smartest in this country in terms of what she brings to the floor, and that's really how this game started. But right from the jump, we talked about Adams State and how effective they were. This is a team that wants to score a lot of points. They're not going to take a lot of time off the clock before they're shooting shots. They're aggressive. They're going to shoot a lot of threes. They're going to get it to the rim. They play with a ton of confidence, but I got to give credit to the Air Force Falcons. They went in at halftime. They did a great job of retooling what they wanted to do on the defensive end of the floor. And how about that young woman right there, Milani Perry? She really stepped up big tonight, being able to come in and be effective. Dasha McMillan, she was a force to be reckoned with, played really tough with her back to the basket. That was a big, big bucket. Got to talk about Camry Heath. She was the floor general, the leader. She threw this team on her back tonight. So many turnovers that she was forcing, getting up into passing lanes, playing out in the open floor. We talked about she finished with 22 points, had a 27 career leading night just the other night. Air Force Falcons 3-0 for the first time since 2005. What are your takeaways from tonight?
I love the balanced attack. I think it's great. And I think we could have shown highlights of, 5, 6 different other players at Air Force. And like we were talking about earlier, they're all stepping up and taking advantage of the chance that's given to them. We saw a lot of the young players step up, contribute to the team, and I think this is just going to do wonders for the Falcons down the stretch, and of course for their players' confidence as well.
I agree. We thank you so much for being with us here tonight. Again, the Falcons take this one 74-66. Good night, everyone. We appreciate you being here on the Mountain West Network.